What you got going on? Is this baby coming or not? Um, my sister's on the live right now, y'all, and my sister's very much pregnant right now. So we're about to see who's gonna have a little baby girl coming tonight or tomorrow. So I appreciate Ebony taking the time to hang out with her. Oops. Appreciate you having taking the time to hang out with your brother tonight for a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna do a live for a bit tonight. It is what 11 o'clock my time. So I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube live right now. I'm on Instagram live right now. I am here to answer your questions about independent adjusting. Got my notes. Got my notes in here for y'all. But yeah, we'll do this live probably about an hour, and then from there we'll switch to TikTok. So we're gonna see who who participates the most, right? So this will be it's fun. It's fun doing lives. So I'll yeah, Ebony's in here. Let's see who's in here on the other side. All right, yeah. So I'll give everybody a few minutes, and then we'll go and get into the meat and potatoes of tonight, right? So one thing I'm learning as I do more of these lives, one thing I'm learning is that the more consistent you are, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite. The more consistent you are with this, the more you can help your audience, right? So I'm here to help my audience. I'm here to help my audience uh, increase their income by increasing their knowledge, right? So if we can increase our knowledge, if we can increase our knowledge, we can increase everything after that, right? Uh, so I find that most people, when they're trying to learn about insurance adjusting, it's just not enough resources out there, right? Because not enough resources, people get discouraged. When people get discouraged, they quit and they miss out on a life changing opportunity, right? It's this industry is uh, it can be the difference between where you are now and another tax bracket, right? It could be where you are now to living a life you really want to live, or to be able to provide for your family the way you want to live, the way you want to provide, or paying off debt, or starting that business, or whatever that is. This business of independent adjusting can do that, and the reason it can do it is because I've seen it. I've seen it done in my own life. I've seen it with my best friend. I've seen my own mother, my cousins, and hundreds of other people I've gotten hired in this business. So, and they did it. All those people did it by starting out watching these types of videos right here, right? By watching and paying attention and putting into action the things they see in these videos, right? So, one thing I would tell all of you all, as you watch, pay attention, and then take action. Okay, take a lot of action on these lives, right? Because it's so much there for you, so much opportunity if you're willing to do the hard work, if you want to do the steps as I laid them out, right? Um, I was just on a few calls earlier today. What's up, man? What is going on, bro? Long time no see. Long time no see, bro. What is up, Gary? It's good to see, man. Hope all is well your way. You still in Atlanta? Where you at now? Gary. I met Gary when I was still personal training in Atlanta. That was what, 6 years ago? No, that was 7 years ago. My bad. Yeah, that was 7 years ago. Wow, man, time flies. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, thanks everybody for joining. We're talking about independent insurance, Justin. Um, like I said, we are here to build out knowledge around an industry that most people don't know about. It is a six-figure industry. Y'all might have seen some of the testimonials on my page. You may have seen different things like that, but it's the real deal. It changed my life financially, and it's changed lives for a lot of other people. What's up, Britt? How you doing? Yeah, y'all. I'm just giving everybody a little bit of time to hop on, right? And then from there, we'll go in and we'll teach a little bit about adjusting. I'll answer some questions y'all got. I'll say that I was having some questions from someone a few days ago. We were having a conversation. She got licensed. She got licensed earlier this year, and then she got discouraged and she stopped working towards getting hired. And she said the reason why she stopped was because she thought that independent adjusting was just for field adjusters. And that's not the case. Field adjusting is only one part of independent adjusting, but we all don't have to inspect property to be independent adjusters, right? So I think that that's a misconception that a lot of people have about our business. And it's a reason why a lot of us don't do the business of independent adjusting. It's because they don't think that they can do it. They think they got to get on roofs. That's simply not the case. We have people who work from home all the time. Alexis, what's up? How you doing? We got people who work from home all the time. They never have to get on a roof. They never have to inspect a property, and they still make great money, right? So don't let the misconception of, hey, I got to do field, independent adjusters, they travel a lot and they do field and they got to inspect houses and they get on roofs. It ain't none of that, all right? We don't do any of that in this business. Alexis didn't have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Alexis. Thank y'all who are just joining in, guys. We're talking about the six-figure industry of independent adjusting. We're talking about all the benefits of it, how you can become a part of it, and I'm talking specifically about how I can help y'all tonight. All right. So y'all got questions, comments, concerns. Y'all been watching my videos on Instagram, watching my videos on YouTube, and you're like, yo, how in the world do I become an independent adjuster? I'm going to tell y'all tonight. Okay. So I'm just letting some more people get in here, and then we're going to get started. If y'all don't come in here, oh well, I'm gonna keep talking. I do these lives 3 or 4 times out of the week. I usually do them on YouTube and TikTok. Now I'm doing them on Instagram too. Y'all gonna see me on LinkedIn as well here in a bit. I'm gonna start doing a connected live between Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, so I can catch everybody all at the same time. Nat King Corey, what's up, man? What is up? One part of the three amigos, the three Corys. Nat King Corey, what's up, man? I talked to one of the Corys yesterday on. We had a one-on-one call, so it's cool to see another Corey in here. But yeah, so all right, y'all. So we got some people in here. We got some people here on YouTube. Got people on Instagram. Let's go and get to it. So what is independent adjusting? For those of y'all who don't know, independent insurance adjusting is when insurance carriers are contracted by insurance carriers to handle insurance claims when their staff has an overflow of claims. Okay, this normally happens when we have catastrophic events or the staff has become overwhelmed in one way or another. It could be because they're lacking, staff adjusters, right? So they don't have they don't have the manpower to handle claims, or it could be because of things like wildfires, catastrophes, so on and so forth. And so that allows us as independent adjusters to come in and work for a premium. Okay, so we work at a much higher rate than staff adjusters. Independent adjusters make anywhere from 2 to 3 times more than staff adjusters because we're there to help instead of a carrier paying a fine to the Department of Insurance. It's cheaper for them to pay us as independent adjusters. So that's what independent adjusting is, okay? Average salaries for your first year. I know y'all came to talk about the money, so we're going to get right into the money, all right? So the money situation, what I see from new adjusters, specifically new adjusters, what I see is anywhere from $24 on the low end an hour to $36 on the higher end. It's not the highest end. On the higher end for desk adjusters and remote adjusters. These are people who are not going to be going into the field. These people make anywhere from $24 to $36 an hour a week, and they're working anywhere from 50 to 70 hours a week. So this puts them around $1,800 to around $2,300 to $2,400 a week. Okay. Some of y'all already make more money in that. I get it. But if you're not making more money in this probably is going to be a significant income increase for you if you're willing to do the work. Okay. Our business of independent adjusting can be stressful at times. It is not always stressful. Okay. It is not always stressful, but it can be stressful. Usually it's stressful when people don't have the skills. Okay. So it's going to be the most stressful in the beginning. When you're learning how to become an adjuster is when it's going to be most stressful. As you get better at the job, you're going to become more knowledgeable. You'll become more productive. You'll understand the claims process at a higher level. So things will be less stressful. My first year in the business, I was stressed out all the time because I didn't know. And I didn't know what I did not know. Right. And so this put me at a disadvantage. Now, the advantage my students have is y'all get to skip all the things that I had problems with, and y'all get to come in learning all the things I needed to know. So you can skip ahead to my year 2 and my year 3. So you can come in being much less stressed out if you have a process in place. All right. I teach the processes. I teach skill sets and strategy around how we get hired, how we stay working, and how we get rehired, and also how we go about increasing productivity as an independent insurance adjuster. Okay. Those are things that I teach, those things inside my courses. But let's keep going. So we have independent adjusting, right? So I already talked about how everybody's not a field adjuster who is an independent adjuster. Okay. We have many different types of insurance claims. Anything that we see that we're looking at right now can be insured. If you're inside of a building right now or a car, it can be insured. You as a person, your body, your life can be insured. Your phone, your watches, your clothes, your couch, your sofa, all your little personal items, all these things can be insured. And because they can be insured, we can have insurance claims on them, right? So that looks like bodily injury. It looks like litigation and supplements, hail claims, water claims, contents, fire claims. That looks like catastrophe, earthquake, flood, theft, vandalism, right? Leaky roofs, all those things encompass insurance adjusting as we know it and as what y'all are going to see once y'all get into this business. Some people inspect, some people review file notes, some people all they do is answer phones. We have people that do many different jobs in this business. They've been adjusting, and these people all they get paid pretty decently, right? So this is a business that many people can do. Many types of lifestyles can do it. You don't have to just be single. If you're a person that has small children, you're married, you're older, younger, there is a place for you in this business because I've seen all people from all walks of life get in and dominate this business, get in and do very well for themselves financially. All right. I'm talking a lot. What questions do y'all have? What questions do y'all have about independent adjusting, Instagram or YouTube? Let me know. I'm here to help. So whatever questions y'all got, I'm always here to answer your questions. All I gotta do is ask away. All right. Should you quit your job? No, you should not quit your job. Thanks, Ebony. Should you quit your job before getting a deployment? No, I never recommend doing that because we don't know when the deployment is going to happen, and we don't know when the deployment is going to end, right? And so what I recommend is do the step-by-step process to getting hired into the business of independent adjusting. Once they hire you, that's when you leave your job. I wouldn't leave before then. I've seen some people do that and then get real ugly. Okay, so no, I don't recommend that. Can you get promoted quickly? Our business works a bit differently as far as how promotions are concerned. There are people who become managers. They don't get paid much differently than we do as regular adjusters. A manager is an adjuster as well. They're an independent adjuster as far as those of us who get promoted, right? Where, let's say, for example, an independent adjuster, just a normal adjuster handling claims might make $36 an hour. The manager might make $38 an hour or $40 an hour. And they still have a lot, they have all the responsibility of managing a team of people. So that's something that if you do it, it's because you really want to do it. Okay. Also, just because you get promoted to management on this deployment does not mean you'll be a manager on your next deployment. Okay. Everybody kind of goes up and down because our main job title is independent adjuster. Our main job title is not management or assistant manager or trainer. I've had adjusters who were trainers on one deployment, They were not, they were just regular adjusters on the next deployment. So something to keep in mind. Do you get paid more for having more licenses? You get more opportunities for having more licenses, which will equate to more money. Okay. But with that being said, that does not mean go out and get 34 licenses. All right. I'm a firm believer in starting out with 5 licenses. And from there, as an insurance carrier, has, as they advise you to, like, hey, get some more licenses, go get some more, but don't go put yourself into a lot of, it's not necessarily debt, but don't go invest a lot of money into licenses without getting paid first, without starting to work first. Your carrier is going to let you know what license you should get, and that's going to determine what claims you handle, right? Every insurance carrier does not have nationwide coverage. So if you go in and get 20 licenses or 30 licenses and you go work for a carrier and they only have 5 or 6 states they cover, well, you burn through a bunch of money, right? And those licenses are essentially worthless on that deployment, right? The other thing about having a lot of licenses is that you got to renew all those licenses. So that's not something you really want to be doing. I've seen people go out and get 20, 30 licenses, and then into every birth year, every year on their birth month, they're having to spend a lot of money on their birth month. So they might spend $3,000 getting renewals. And so I don't think that's necessarily cost effective, and it doesn't necessarily move you forward in this industry. So start out with 5 licenses and then take it from there, right? Take it from there. Let the carrier let you know what they need to do. The most licenses I've ever had at any given time was 13. I usually keep around 8 licenses, but I'll let a few of them lapse here and there, just depending on what the carrier needs, right? Welcome everybody that's just now joining. If y'all got questions, hop in here, ask away. Feel free to engage in the conversation, y'all. I'm talking, but this is a back and forth conversation. Whatever questions y'all got about independent adjusting, let me know. Okay, ask away. There's no such thing as a bad question. I am here to answer your questions, here to help you along the journey of becoming an adjuster, right? If there's a disaster in a state you're not licensed in, can you hurry and get a license to work there? Yes, you can, right? All you need to do, and I've done this personally several times. I've been in situations where a catastrophe happened in the state. I didn't have that license. What I did was I went to NIPR.com or Circon.com. These are the 2 places we get our licenses. I bought the license, and then what I did was I showed the IA firm the receipt of the license that I purchased, and they went on ahead and let me get hired with just a receipt, knowing that the license would come in a couple of days. All right, so you can definitely buy licenses as needed, and you can buy them at any time of day or night. All right, so you see a storm head towards Louisiana, Texas, Florida. You see a wildfire happening in Colorado or something like that. If the state is licensed, you can buy a license immediately and get to working. Why? We can do that because of reciprocity. Each state that we're licensed in can give us reciprocity to purchase state licenses, excluding Hawaii, New York, and California. Those states don't have reciprocity, but the rest of the 47 states, yeah, they have reciprocity. Okay. But yeah, y'all, don't go spend a bunch of money on your licenses. Do not go spend a bunch of money on your license. Bria Nicole, what's going on? What is going on? I appreciate everybody hopping on here on YouTube. I appreciate everybody hopping here on Instagram. Now, people on YouTube, y'all got to get engaged, okay? Y'all got to get inside, ask some questions. For those people with 30 licenses, can they let some of those lapse if they don't need some of them? Yes, please. If you got if you got 30 licenses, let some of them licenses lapse. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to be running around with that kind of burden on you. Okay, that is a lot of licenses. You can always go back and get them another time, but I'll be trying to get that number down significantly because we don't always know what the kind of money we're going to be making in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. And if we keep pushing the idea that we need to have all these licenses, You could be spending several $1,000s a year just on license renewals. And that's not advantageous for us as adjusters. Every license we have is an investment in ourselves, it's an investment in our business. And so to have that kind of overhead isn't necessarily the best thing. Okay. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all. Questions, comments, concerns. What questions y'all have for me about this industry of independent adjusting? All right. Been in this business 7 years. What kind of training should new adjusters invest in? So this is what I think that adjusters should invest in. One, if you don't have my course, I think you should get my course. Shameless plug, but I think you should get it. I think, and the reason I think that is because hundreds of people have gotten hired using that course, and it's a repeatable system on how to get hired. From there, if you plan on being a property adjuster, specifically in the field, I recommend getting an Xactimate training. Okay, so it costs you a few $100, but I recommend doing that. If you plan on working for State Farm, you should get a State Farm fire and auto certification. Both those certifications are free. Okay, that is the extent of the license of the certifications I think you should get, or the trainings you should get as a brand new adjuster. I am of the thought process. I'm of the school of thought that you get more training as you make more money. Okay. So for example, for me, I got my certifications. I got 2 State Farm certifications when I got into business. I started paying for training a year after I got into the business. I learned a lot of things, hands-on way. And then from there, I started buying trainings and investing in myself once every 6 months or once every year. And that worked the best for me. Okay. Because I already made some money before I invested money. Okay. I invested a small amount of money, which is my 5 licenses, my 2 certifications. But when I made more money, that's when I invested more money. The business had already made me, $80,000, $90,000 before I started putting more money into the business. I see students putting in several $1,000s in, and they haven't even worked yet. I don't think that's necessarily the best use of your funds. Okay. You got to be doing things that move the needle forward, move the needle towards you getting hired. Right. So that's something to think about. I appreciate that question, by the way. It's a good question. Marshini. What sort of adjusting do you prefer? Desk, field, auto, property, etc. Well, you're in luck, Black Girls Meditate, because I've done all those. I've done the desk, I've done the field, I've done auto, I've done property, and I've done etc. Which is contents, warranty, flood. I've done all those things, right? For me, what I enjoy about all of those types of, whether it's desk or field or auto or property or remote, for that matter, every deployment I'm on has helped me become a better adjuster. My auto deployments help me with my property deployments. My property deployments help me with contents. My contents help me with warranty, right? I became a well-rounded adjuster and a knowledgeable adjuster because I did all of it. I handled several different types of claims for several different types of carriers with several different types of IA firms. And so I learned a system that works across several different types of insurance. I find that when we only do one type of claim, we work for one type of one type of carrier, we put ourselves in a position where we only know certain types of insurance. Okay, so I don't have a favorite. I like field. I enjoy field. I enjoy my time going out and meeting people, meeting insurers, going out, getting on roofs. I enjoyed auto. I enjoy the pacing of auto. Auto is super fast paced. I enjoyed how technical we could get in property. I like negotiating a lot with homeowners. I like negotiating with contractors. You can do that with property. With as far as et cetera, the contents and warranty claims, I like going to something that was way far out because I learned a whole other type of claims adjusting by handling claims a different way. Thomas, what's up, man? What is going on, man? Hope you're doing great. Uh, Thomas, man, a long time no see, man. I was a kid last time we talked, but you know, now we in together. So I appreciate everybody hopping on here. Thank y'all for taking some time to learn about independent adjusting. Learn about how to increase your income, y'all. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about inflation? Okay. Yo, what's up, man? Thomas, much love to you, man. I hope you're doing great, man. You have a beautiful family, man. Uh, so what are we gonna do about increasing income? What are we gonna do about battling inflation in 2024? Okay. My advice to y'all is at least get the independent adjuster license. It's not gonna cost you a ton of money to do it, but by having it, you never know when you can take advantage of when catastrophes hit the United States. When these hailstorms hit and they cause all this damage, independent adjusters are getting paid to handle those claims. When these hurricanes hit the United States, independent adjusters are getting paid to handle those claims. When wildfires happening, when all these car accidents happening, independent adjusters are there to handle those claims. And so at least put yourself in a position to increase your income, right? We can't increase our income when we don't have a license. Take your time. It takes 30 days of studying. So it costs you a couple $300 to get your license. Bam. Once you got your license, you're qualified to be an adjuster. Okay. It doesn't really matter what industry you're in. This is a great backup for you. Okay. You want to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to get it. Do you need 30, 40, 50 grand for your business or for your home or for whatever project you have, whatever dream you have? You can use independent adjusting to finance that. I'm not asking any of you all to love this business. I'm asking you to acknowledge that this can be quite lucrative for you and get prepared. Okay. Before Hurricane Katrina hit, there was only a few independent adjusters. Hurricane Katrina made a huge boost in our industry. But when Hurricane Harvey happened, that was the largest auto loss event in the United States. 500,000 cars got damaged. I was there handling claims because I was already licensed and ready. When Hurricane Irma hit, boom, I was there. This big hail season this year, I was there. We have so many options as licensed insurance adjusters that it would be a shame for you to know about it and not take advantage of it. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all. What questions, comments, concerns do y'all have about independent adjusting? All right. This is what I'm gonna tell everybody as I wrap up. All right. It is a little late. I'm a little ahead of the United States right now. But what I will tell y'all is this. I do have a course. It's called the Roadmap to Become an Independent Insurance Adjuster. It's got over 155 five-star ratings. Over 600 people have taken that course and gotten hired and earned tens of thousands of dollars. I got students that made hundreds of thousands of dollars since taking my course, the Roadmap course. Y'all, if you're on Instagram, you click the link in the bio. You can click the link in the bio to get started or to find out more about it. If you're watching this on YouTube live, y'all can click on any of my videos. I have a bunch of links there that y'all can look at. I'm going to put a link in the description for y'all after this that you can go in and you can get more information about independent adjusting, okay? Y'all, this is it for me tonight. I got another live about to do on TikTok. I can't do live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time and TikTok. So I'm going to hop off here and I'm going to hop on TikTok. Y'all, I appreciate everybody hopping on here. Thanks everybody on the YouTube side of things. Whatever questions y'all got, y'all can feel free to email me, DM me, text me if you got my number. Most of y'all don't, but I'll be happy to answer any questions y'all got. Y'all have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all in the morning.